What up? It's your boy Ayo Butter back here with another episode of Factz versus Feelingz. Y'all already know what I like to talk about. We like to talk about the difference between marriage, dating, and relationships between men and women. You know what I'm saying? Today's topic, y'all, I think y'all gonna definitely like it. We're gonna go with stepfathers versus real fathers and the difference between the two and the similarities between the two. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, I'm gonna let my guys introduce themselves. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Whipson 856. Just call me D. Pass it off to my young boy.
Yo, it's your boy, Sick, Isaac, representing Camden. We out here.
Your boy Hood, Pins Grove, you already know.
All right, that's what's up. So we want to start off with this one. Who want to go first? Who want that smoke first?
I'm with it. I want the smoke.
You want to go first?
Yes,
Sure.
sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
we go.
Yes, sir.
Something simple, ain't nothing crazy. So, what's the biggest difference between fathers and stepfathers in your eyes? Like, what is the biggest difference? Like, we know there's some similarities, but what are the differences? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so I'm going to go off what I've seen. And what I've seen, the biggest difference is the respect.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Respect meaning like what?
stepfathers got to work a lot harder for the respect of the woman towards the kids themselves, and everyone else who they're coming into their life, stepping into their life. Everybody from the uncles, cousins, whatever. I think it's a respect thing. They got to work a lot harder. They do, because one is we gotta retrust this man not only with our daughter or our sister or our cousin, but with these little kids over here. Whereas with the fathers almost are graced with the respect, like, oh, that's his kid, they straight. Whereas with the stepfather, it's like, yeah, does he have all that? It's almost like people pay more attention to the stepdad, like when he tried to come in versus the dad. Like with guys, when they first meet a girl, people ain't, it's whatever, let her learn. With the stepdad, he come around, it's like, nah, we gotta forensically dissect this guy every which way, figure out his motives, his intentions, what he got going on. So I think it's more the respect, where that's the biggest, like, differentiator between the two, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. What you got from me, Hood? What you think? What's the biggest difference you think between stepfathers and fathers, in your opinion?
I can go off like what bro was saying, like
Okay.
more like respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like because, and not for nothing, right? The dad can be ain't worth shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they praise this motherfucker, right? Excuse my language, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then, the stepdad, like he said, you want to analyze him from top to bottom, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm stepping into your daughter should be analyzed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like on some reality shit, like your daughter should be analyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I just go with bro, man. It's just like respect gotta be given.
Okay. What you got from me, D, man? What you think is the biggest difference between stepfathers and real fathers, man?
All right. Growing up in a home with a stepfather, I would say it definitely got something to do with respect. One, because you mainly don't have respect for them, just keeping it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
That respect comes with time. You're not gonna realize it as a kid. I can tell you now, I didn't respect my step-pop when I was a young boy. As I got older and appreciated him for what he did, which was step up and raise another man's kid, then he got the utmost respect for me. But from a young boy, I ain't see it then. I just seen a dude trying to tell me what to do, but he wasn't my dad. So it's hard to understand stuff when you're a child, but when you become a man, it all comes into a more clear perspective.
Right. I feel you.
And
That's real.
That's why it's so hard, bro, because me personally, I would never ever choose, like, make the conscious decision
Yes.
to be a stepdad. Honestly,
Yes.
I don't care how pretty she is. I don't care how much money she's making, all her
Facts.
intangibles, what she brings to. She can bring the table. She can build the table and bring the table. Listen,
Facts.
you can be a 10, but once you got kids and you broke away from that man, the reality of it is, if I get with you, especially if he wants to be an active father, I'm getting with you, him, and them kids or kids.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's too much, but for a man that's 23, I don't have to make that choice.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Absolutely.
still young enough to have those options. Now, I'm fianced, So I'm cool, but
But it's crazy though, cause that's the type of shit that goes on. It's a lot of stepdads. You know what I'm saying? Filling in for it. You know what I mean?
Say it
You
again.
me? Like no, real talk, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? Like filling in. It's a lot of stepdads filling in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where the dads at? Yeah, absolutely. Because they are good ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's facts. But it's like, damn, like where the dads at, bro? You know what I mean?
Not with their fucking families.
Yeah.
But when you
Yeah.
step up, though, when is going to click? Like, you know what I mean?
So I can tell y'all, I've seen dudes that are perfectly cool with another dude raising their kids, and you could kind of sense that they want to do more, but maybe they just financially can't. So it's like whether the young boy's being taken care of or not, that's all that matters. It doesn't necessarily mean by who, as long as the child is getting taken care of. For me personally, though, like if things didn't work in my home and me and my lady had to go our separate ways, like I'm gonna be in my kids' life like as much as possible, you know,
As
to
you
the
should.
point where I'm gonna move somewhere in the neighborhood. Your mom just not allowed in my house, you know, like along
Yeah.
those terms.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's my take on it. But a lot of dudes, they cool with just being the absentee dad, and
Yeah.
you lame as fuck, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Excuse me, y'all. Thank you. So, here's my thing. Connection, and investment, time, and money. What I mean by that is, like, I feel like the connection is not the same because one is not your biological father. The investment is not the same because if you invested to a child that's not yours, and you break up with that woman, we all know you're not getting none of that money back. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting none of that money back. Now, hold on, let me finish. And as a man, you're taught to want to, you know, start your own family, have your own offspring. You know what I'm saying? Not to be raising somebody else's offspring. We all want that as men, bro. We don't want to be sitting there raising somebody else's offspring. We want to raise our own. If we had the choice, we would want to raise our own. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that the biggest difference is the connection and the investment in time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're taking a risk. It's like a business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you start a business, you're what? You're taking a risk to hope that it goes well, right? So when you're dealing with a woman that's a single mother, you're taking a risk, hoping that what? That she doesn't break up with you, that everything that you putting into this woman and her child is not in vain. You dig what I'm saying? So to me, I don't think it's the best thing for a man to be with a woman with children, but I get it. I get it. Because you got widows out there. Huh? I don't think it's the smartest idea for a man to be with a woman who has children.
So is this-
But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Okay.
saying
Okay, is this coming from because you don't like it?
no. Because I'm dealing with a woman that has a child.
Right.
So I'll be a hypocrite to say I wouldn't. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, which leads to my next question.
I feel what you. I feel what
Which
you saying.
watch this, because I want you to talk. Which leads to my next question, right? Watch this. If you had a son, which I'm probably sure some of y'all do, so if you don't, just picture it in your mind. Would you want your son to come home to a barbecue, let's just say, right? And he comes home with a girl who has 3 kids. Mind you, he's fresh out of college. He just got his, his bachelor's degree. You dig what I'm saying? And he comes home with a woman with 3 kids. Mind you, they're about 3 different dudes. Now, what would you say to your son? Would you condone it? Would you be okay with it? You know what I mean? Like, what would your reaction be? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, on some real shit, bro.
Real shit.
I wouldn't be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be okay with it at all.
Uh-huh.
Because that's, first of all, he's fresh out of college. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's a lot. That's a lot. Three baby dads. What that's she. First of, listen, my nigga. Listen.
Can't get that shit out.
Here we go.
Because,
Here we
bro,
go. This
like,
is what
you know
I'm
what
talking
saying?
about. Here we go.
Like, this is
Here
what
we
I'm
go.
saying. You fresh out, my son fresh out of college, B.
Fresh
right?
out of
Fresh out
college.
of college, bro.
His girlfriend
Yeah,
has.
his girlfriend has 3 kids.
Right.
With 3 different baby dads.
Right.
It ain't
But
happening.
she's a wonder. He says to you, man, Dad, she's a wonderful woman.
Man, listen.
She she looks
It
out
ain't-
for me, whatever.
Yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That shit, nah. it's too much. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
boy fresh out of college. I don't give a damn what you still puppy love age. I mean stage, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel you.
We're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, just look. Just as well she convinced you that she's this wonderful woman, I'm going to convince you, nigga, that she's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's just right. You know what I mean? That's facts, bro. Word up.
All right, so what you think? So, if you had a son, I want to make sure you heard the question right. If you had a son, fresh out of college, he brought home a girl that had 3 kids already by 3 different baby moms, what would you say to your son?
So, I'm a weirdo. I'm gonna start off by saying that, but I also believe in absolute self-accountability. So before I say anything to him, I'm gonna go in the room by myself, lock the door, and figure out where I made a mistake as a father. Because seriously, there is no way I didn't do that. I want my kids to be not only better than me, but be able to emulate me to some degree, right? So if I didn't do that, the first thing they're gonna see is mom and dad. Well, dad didn't get a hoe.
Yeah, right.
Dad didn't get a woman with kids.
Right.
So the first thing you see should be at least the first or one of the first things you see. And if you come home with, it's a little extreme. Let's not say 3 baby dads, right? Let's say 1 baby dad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You're straight
However
out of
you wanna
college.
put it.
You're on your way up to your most masculine peak.
Yeah.
Why would you decide to go down?
To take care of
What if
someone
what if he says
that
that? Hold on. What if he says that? She just made a mistake.
She made it 3 times. Once you make it more
It ain't
than
no
once,
mistake
it's
no
not a
more.
mistake.
Hell
It's
no.
not a mistake anymore.
Absolutely
And
not.
we're not going to judge her. She could be an absolutely wonderful. She
absolutely.
could be everything he says she is.
Yeah. But she ain't everything.
Two things can be true though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are better than her. I'm sorry. I don't care how good she looks. I don't care how many kids she has and how great of a mother she is. You're better than her.
Yes.
As a man, you're supposed to get someone that's at least on your level. We're never really gonna get that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get into how I feel about that. We're never really gonna get that. But
Yeah.
you gotta get at least comparable to your equal, and you're not getting that with a woman with a whole bunch of kids, especially fresh out of college. Let's say he graduated. Oh my God, he didn't flunk out, which means you have a degree.
Right.
Let's say an associate's. You're not going to be making $14.13, which is Jersey's minimum wage. So more power to you there. You graduated and you're of, let's say, bachelor. So you're 22. You're on your way up. Whereas as a woman with kids, her stock is going down. Why would you make that
Yeah.
decision?
Like her stocks, her shit all down. Ain't going down.
Yeah.
Her shit down.
All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I've
ahead.
acquired this shit this whole time.
Go ahead.
All right, I want to touch 2 things. So
Yeah.
one, I've personally, when I was 19. So let's put all this in context. I was 19, dealing with a woman that had 5 kids. Right. I don't know how many baby dads. That wasn't my business. I did not care.
For the love ass.
I ain't a sucker for love. 'Cause I ain't.
Let's put it in context.
Nah.
Go.
Look, let me finish.
All right.
Her 5 kids were the responsibility of her and those kids' father, not mine. I had nothing to do with that.
Preach.
No,
So you didn't support the kids?
not at all. I was
He
still
was
a kid.
19.
I was 19.
He was 19.
So let me ask you. Let's just keep it real. Was you just hitting it, or was you really taking her serious?
I was 19 and she played a part. Like I don't know if I had a girl at the time, but I know I was over her house all the time, spending the night. We never went out.
So you was playing house with her older drunk.
Yeah, I was 19. She's about 37.
Damn.
So again,
Yeah.
her kids
Go ahead.
not my problem.
She
Okay.
had how many kids?
5.
Yeah. How many baby dads?
I don't know.
Here's another question. Here's another question to prove a point.
Nah, I wanna hear
Where
this.
is she today?
Not well.
I mean,
We got to hear the end of the story.
All her kids is doing good. So
Where is she in your life?
Oh, she cool. We on Facebook. That's the home. You know what I'm saying? And another thing. All right. So I'm a product of a mother, 3 kids, 3 different baby dads. Right. So I can't pass judgment on
Yeah,
women
yeah,
like that
right,
because
right.
you never know everybody's
We
situation.
not.
is
We
different.
but we not. We're not passing
No,
judgment
no,
at
no,
all.
no. I'm just saying,
You know
like,
what I'm
in terms
saying?
of like how
that's
I
my boy.
value.
You know what I mean?
That's my son.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I am
Yeah.
casting
No,
judgment.
no, no,
like,
no.
fuck
But
that,
look,
bro.
like in terms of like placing the person's value on how many
Make
kids
sure you
got,
talk to the
I
mic,
know
dude.
a lot of women that just made a lot of terrible decisions that the men
Yeah,
they choose to
yeah,
lay with.
yeah.
So I'm not going to judge you for that. I'm going to judge you on your character though. In terms of, all right, you had these kids, you not with the dad, cool, things happen. How are you as a mother? That's what I don't want to know. How
But
are
look,
you as
hey,
a
D,
person?
But on all due respect, you just keep having kids. It's no longer mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Hey.
listen, bro. Look, it's women out here just got 8 kids, bro, and cool on welfare, bro, working minimum wage,
I mean,
bro.
but that
That's
plays a
not
part in the
cool,
type of
bro.
like your character. Though.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
if you're not a
Yeah.
go getter and you just
So
out here
it's not a
popping
mistake.
babies,
You know what I'm saying?
I-
You know
I
what
say
you
it's a
doing, baby.
One at a time, because I want
No,
the
my
people to
bad.
be at. Nah, y'all good.
Nah,
I
we
want the
good,
people
yeah.
to be able to hear y'all. So just
no,
make
I
sure
would say
don't
it
talk
was a
over each other.
mistake because you could fall in love with a dude, think he gonna be your everything, and then it's a repeat of what you just had. And you had high expectations and high hopes that this dude was gonna be the one, and then you fell for it. Some people are naturally gullible. It's a
Yeah,
sad
yeah,
reality,
yeah.
which is
That's-
why there are a lot of
that's-
single
yeah.
mothers out here with multiple kids.
Yeah.
Is it a good look? No, not at all. Even as a child of that,
Right.
excuse me, it's not a good look. Me personally, I would never turn a woman down for having them type of kids. I mean, having that situation, I'm going to
Obviously,
judge you
you're
based
not.
off
You
of.
just was 19
Yeah,
years
and-
old with 5 kids.
Yeah, but like me personally, it's like what, like you said, what do you bring to the table outside
Yeah.
of your kids? Like, can you sustain raising your kids on your own?
Yeah,
At that point, I should be on the plus to that, not the sole benefactor
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
that situation.
Right, you're right.
You and that child's father need to figure that out, and I help where I see fit.
Yeah,
You know, especially if I become husband / baby dad number 4.
right.
You know, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say
because
I'm not
now you
gonna look
gotta
out
take
for
that's
the
a
kid.
different ball game. Now
Yeah.
you gotta take care. You gotta take the role of all of them.
Yeah, and I grew up under that, and there are certain biases that you realize being the child of a step parent. You know they don't. I'm not gonna say love you like they love their own child, but it's something there along those lines. You know, it's kind of like I got mad love for you,
Yeah.
and I want to make sure you're safe. But at the end of the day, you're not really my kid, so we just gonna hope you're good, and that's about it. You get what I'm saying? But I do think it is genuine love because I don't feel like no person dealing with a woman want to see their kid in a bad position. I ain't saying you gotta be stepdad of the year. I'm just saying if you generally love that person, you love them and their kid. You wouldn't want to see that young boy or young lady.
That's
in a-
just like any human being. You know what I'm saying? Like any
well,
human being.
shit, you see
And
how
I
we
say
do
that
our,
any human
homeless
being,
and
bro.
veterans,
You know what
so.
I mean? Yeah, because I know there's just some just don't care though. But,
Yeah.
I think it speaks real quick. I think it speaks
go
to
ahead.
your character as a person, male or female, but especially female, if you continue to make a mistake with your most prized possession over and over and over.
Yes.
So when
Yes.
determines a mistake? What number of
Yes.
kids? What number of kids
Like,
determines a
It's
mistake?
not number of kids,
No.
number of baby fathers.
Yeah.
That's the
So
biggest
what
thing that
number
dictates.
equals is no longer
If
Like,
you're
no,
not with,
listen,
if
you
you have
should-
2 kids by 2 baby dads and you're not with either one of them, that lets me know that you make very bad decisions
Yes.
because you're making a very bad decision with your most prized possession,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
between their legs.
Now,
No,
one,
I
we
get
can
you on
we
that.
can say,
I
oh,
get you.
okay, all right, you know,
I can't trust you.
things happen.
I
I
get
trust
you on
you,
that.
but
But
you
two-
have bad judgment. You have
Yes.
terrible judgment. You made the worst mistakes twice. You laid down and had a kid. That's a.
But could
a
that be
lesson.
bad judgment with the men you choose? Because this person could be
Is it?
well off into a career.
I agree
Just when
with
it
you,
comes
D.
to her love life, she's just terrible at that.
So if a woman with 2 baby dads comes to me, I go back to my house, go in my room, by myself, lock the door, and figure out where I went wrong. Because why am I attracting a woman with 2 baby dads?
Okay, I mean, true.
Like what?
But look in today's age. Everybody got kids. It's 4 of us here. 1 out of the 4 don't have kids. So think about that in perspective.
Well, I can give you numbers though.
My man with
Um,
the stats.
Let's get it.
I messed up with the stats last time. I believe you now, Ayo Butter, with
Yeah,
the stats. My bad, Butter.
nah, it's cool. So between the ages of 18 to like I say like 31, 1 out of every 3 males is virgin is reported not having sex.
Damn, that's
I'll give you one more stat.
That's sad.
80% of the black children, roughly 80%, I ain't gonna say fully, but roughly 80% of the black children in America are only made by 18% of the black men. So which means what? A lot of women are having kids by the same men that has kids. So which means most men are not having sex as much as y'all may perceive, or they may
Yeah,
perceive.
I tell you,
To
you
be
just
happening.
mess with the same women over and over. You know what I mean?
Because I would ask y'all, how many dudes you know that's not really getting boxed? Think about it.
I never cared.
Yeah, I don't-
It's not because
I
you
get what you're
doing your
saying,
thing,
I know
but
a couple.
Yeah.
if you care about your fellow brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, this is why
But
this happened.
to answer, I'm gonna make it quick so we move on to the next question. But for me, if it was my child, I would tell him, son, listen, you're gonna make your own choice. You can't stop your child from making his own choice, right? But If it was up to me, I would prefer you to start your own family. What I mean by that is go find a woman who's at the same level as you or maybe a little higher, that doesn't have any kids, that's on the same type of path as you or journey as you, that you can start your own family with. You dig what I'm saying? Because again, the time and investment for me is very important to being with a woman that has kids. That if this doesn't work out, all the money and time and investment I done put into this child, forget her, just the child, it's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna hurt because you're not gonna be able to see that child again. None of that. So.
If y'all don't work out and she leaves with that kid, you have like imagine if you really
But
build
that's
that emotional connection.
Bro, I can't really say that to be true because I feel like you're always going to be a part of that young boy life because he'll always have them bond memories.
Yeah, that's
of
what I'm
you.
saying. Like,
It's
if-
something
But that
out
all
there.
If
but
you- if
but
you
again,
been in that-
that's
been
a
in that-
risk
but
because we
right,
don't know how
if
that
you
child's
been in
going
that
to turn out
boy's
to
life, or
think
that
about
child's
it.
life since he was probably like, let's give and take one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he probably like he's like 9 now.
Okay.
Things go wrong. You know what I'm saying? You built a connection with that baby.
Right, exactly.
Then granted, you might not mess with her, but you will always, you know what I'm saying?
And the reason why I bring this up because I want y'all to understand this. You're talking to a guy who thought he had a son for seven years, B. I no longer have no connection to that child.
Is that
Wow.
by your choice or by the
It's
mother?
not by my choice, it's by the mother's choice.
Did you ever feel the need to reach out to her?
I've already tried several times.
Oh, was she just a fucked up person? Then? I mean,
No, how?
But that just gives you an example.
But peep game though, right?
But she knows who.
She know the
to let
dad?
you- yes, she found out who the
And-
father
and
was.
So is the dad inside the baby's life?
Trying to. She makes
Alright
it.
then,
She
well,
makes it
how
hard.
makes her fucked up
She
then?
is a hard woman, though.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
will say that.
Yeah, it don't make her. It don't make her.
I'm not judging her.
I'm
She's
saying
a
it
hard
makes her
woman.
fucked up, but the thing is, it's fucked up that he has no more connection with that kid. now.
Right after raising them, I was there from
7
birth.
years.
My family, everybody was involved
Man,
to the
fuck them
max.
kids,
bro.
man.
No, let me
You know
let
what
me
I'm
say
saying? Say, nah,
something.
I'm just worried. Nah, fuck them kids.
Let me say this because that's a good point, and I
Yeah.
feel like with this situation, it's messed up on both ends because you do have an established relationship with, say, young boy, but the mom wants young boy to at least attempt to build a relationship with his father, and we all would expect that to happen. It's kind of the right
That's what
thing
you
to do.
want. You're saying like, yo.
But
you
yeah, but
want-
now,
you want-
but see how it hurts me
Exactly.
emotionally
Yeah,
because
right,
I
right.
put
And like
all
you
that
said,
time
yeah,
and
that's
investment
the-
into a
that's
child
like what
that I no
Jason
longer
does.
have a connection to.
So look,
Yeah.
I'll say this again, right? So I feel like take pride in the time you had in that young man's life because you never know what things.
Oh,
you
it's definitely a lesson learned.
Yeah, no, not even that though. Hear me out. The things you told him he may take with him through the rest of his life. I say that case in point. When I was a young boy, my stepdad was real big on make sure the outside of your house looked good. You don't want to be perceived as dirty. And to this day, the front of my crib gonna stay clean because why? Perception is everything.
For sure.
Pride in what you have.
Hell yeah.
And that's something that my stepfather instilled in me. And my mother and my stepfather, they got divorced when I was 14. I'm 34. I still practice the things he taught me to this day.
Okay.
You know, so take pride in what you taught young boy, because you may not see the results of your hard work, but that don't mean it goes for naught. You may take what you taught him and apply that 5-10 years from now, and it's not gonna be what his dad taught him, but it's gonna be what Ayo Butter taught him.
Right.
So take pride in the time you spent. There's no such thing as a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
That's for
I
the
could.
future with young boy.
Yeah, I can respect that because I always do think about the fact that maybe when he gets older, he may come to me and want to have a conversation or anything like that. So I try to hold on to that.
Yeah, and he'll probably apologize on behalf of his mom because he know, like, damn, you were the one that suffered at the end.
Word.
Like, me and you both were lied to. That's what y'all
Word.
both have in common in this situation.
Exactly.
You were deceived, he was deceived. So
Right.
y'all might have a bond just based off of that.
Right.
Amongst which y'all already established from you raising him as your own son.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the dynamic between a stepchild and a step-parent, it's weird because you know the love is there, but you just don't know how to receive it. Like, it's just
Right.
it's like you want to embrace them as your mom, your dad, but in the back of your mind, you like, but you not.
Right.
See, I wanted to call my stepdad my actual dad so many times, but in my core is like, first name. I talk to my dad. Like, my dad is my dad.
Exactly.
This is my stepfather. He has
Right.
his own different level of respect that goes with that. So it's hard, but I mean, keep positive.
And I'm glad you said that. So with that being said, I want you to keep kicking this shit to me, right? So we're gonna go to the next question. If you have children, right, would you accept another man having influence over your child. Mind you, not with your baby mom. So when I mean influence, such as like religious belief, it may be discipline being a big thing, you know. But what I mean is, how would you feel about another man having influence over your child that may not align with what you may believe or would want to raise your child as? Like, how do you, figure out that dynamic, because you're not with that woman, so, and she's with somebody else, and it's like, man, I want my son to be this way. Let's just use religion, just something simple.
Yeah.
I want my son to be Christian,
Yeah.
but my baby mom's with a Muslim man, she's converted over to Islam, and now they want my son to, learn these teachings. And it's like, okay, but I don't want that for my son, as me being the father. How do you, or discipline? Maybe you don't want no man physically putting this in, or at all. I mean, in no type of shape or form.
You just wrote out two different questions, so one at a time.
Okay, give it to me.
All right, I'll go first on this one. Why not? So, me, I look at it like this.
Hey, man. No, you go ahead, D.
So a positive role model is a positive role model, no matter where it comes from, right? So if he's having a positive impact on my child, I'm all for it. However, when that impact becomes negative, we deaden it right in the water.
Yes.
I'm coming to you as a man, as a father. What you teaching my son does not work for me. It's leading him down a dark path.
And it's gonna stop.
Yeah. Now, what you do on your own time, that's your business. You're a grown man. But in front of my child, that's not happening. You
Okay.
like pretty much Snoop off Baby Boy. You're not rolling up, smoking in front of my young boy. Like, no, that don't rock with me.
So here's the question I want to ask. Would you sit down and have a conversation with that man to, like, or would you go to the baby mom? Like, how does that work? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to understand, how does that dynamic work? Because this is something that a lot of guys, because I see dudes stepfathers having to deal with baby dads getting mad over, dumb stuff, and it could be reasonable at the same time too. I'm just saying, and there's sometimes where the stepdad, like, listen, like, what you expect me to do? The mom's telling me she's looking at me but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, it's a bond. Like, it's like, what are you to do?
So I'm gonna answer this and then I'm gonna pass off for these two. So what I would say is, me personally, I gotta come at you on some one-on-one man stuff, because
Okay.
I don't like that. I went to my baby mom, she said what she said, added her twist to it. Now, me and this dude may have words over a miscommunication that she wanted to stir up. Let's be real, some women are a little spiteful and petty.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come to this man directly, man to man. It don't gotta be on no hostility. It don't gotta have no overly pride. It don't gotta be none of that. We're talking because you are the stepfather of my child. Not her boyfriend, but the stepfather. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta come together as a community, or you just not gonna have nothing to do with my son. It's either or. But I'm gonna direct myself to go talk to that man, not her.
Okay.
Yo, it's like,
Would you go ahead? It don't matter. Go ahead, Jay. You
it's
go
like,
ahead.
it's like this, bro. Like, if I'm in my son's life, right?
Okay.
Heavy.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking
Yeah,
about, like,
nah, for
heavy.
real.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you-
saying? Super active. You know what I'm talking
You
about?
talk to him on the phone. He
Super
call you. You
active.
there. You
You know what I mean?
sports.
Yeah,
Everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pause,
Yeah.
bro. My bad. You know what I mean? There. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I feel the homeboy ain't got to say so at all. You know what I'm saying? Like that's facts. You dig me? Like,
You don't even want his money.
I don't want nothing, bro.
Pay for his McDonald's.
Nothing.
Yo.
Like, you know what I'm
Yo.
saying?
I got it.
Like, that's just how I feel,
So
bro.
you picking him up
You know
from
what I
school?
mean?
Okay, hold
Like,
on, look.
everything. If I'm super active, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, super active, bro. There's no need for homeboy to be involved at all.
Right.
You messing with shorty, so yeah.
That sounds more like a boyfriend,
Nah, I mean-
more so than the husband. The way you
So what if
describe it.
what if it was her
That's
husband?
all, yeah, let's
The
say
husband.
What if it was her
It's
husband?
different. It's even worse.
What you say?
You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
shit.
Like, yeah, if it's her husband,
Yeah.
They got married.
Yeah. I said they married.
And she had a kid with him.
bro, I don't,
He
bro.
has a stepbrother.
Remember
I'm
talking to
super-
the mic, bro.
I'm
You got
super.
remember to talk to the mic when you
I'm
talk.
super active, bro. There's no need for you to be active at all. You got yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I ain't active with yours. That's my baby mom too, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
Like,
laugh,
I don't
bro.
know what I'm
It's
saying?
good.
Like, nah, yeah. There's no need. Now, if it was a nigga that wasn't active, or wasn't super active, then and then old boy active, then that's okay. You know what I mean? But I ain't that type of nigga. No.
You the baby dad niggas pray they get, but don't ever get.
Yeah, but I you know what I mean? Yeah. We ain't gonna be doing that. You know what I
So,
mean?
my thing with the question is, first of all, how would I feel? So, there's a man trying
Like,
to.
you know, like as far as the influence.
Yeah, there's a man trying, not even trying, let's say trying to push influence on my child. Like Deron said, any positive influence, I'm all for that. I don't care which form it takes. I don't care if, even in regards to religion, if my child finds it different, if it makes you a good person, a better person, I'm all for it. So, but that's all, that's it.
Yeah, but this
That-
ain't
we
the
cut it
world.
off there.
This ain't the world we living in.
Yeah, no, we cut
So
it off
what
there.
about discipline? Could he discipline your child?
So, all right, back to self-accountability. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back.
You right.
Back to
You
self-accountability. I feel like this would never happen if men didn't fuck up, for a lack of better terms, because most of the time, I'll just be nice and say 60% of the time, it's our fault that any woman wants to divorce her husband. 60% of the time. I don't
Well,
care.
hold on, wait a minute, real quick. I'm gonna cut you off. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on, real
He
quick.
says our fault.
70% of divorces are filed by women.
And if we're being honest as men, why is that?
Well,
And you
it's not
became
just for
lazy.
cheating. It's not just for
no,
cheating.
No.
It's for a lot of
Hey,
different
you
reasons.
became lazy.
I just
Okay,
want, you know.
cheating is the least of women's worries. If you
A girl will
check
leave
all
you
these
because she ain't
boxes,
happy. A girl will leave you because she feel like she's not happy.
Self-accountability. Why isn't she?
But like you said, if you
But
check
that's
out-
not in your
you check
vows,
all
by the way.
boxes, they ain't
Happiness
gonna
is not in your
fuck with
vows. But go ahead.
Of course not, but we know as men, to have a productive relationship, we need a happy woman. Happy women produce. Happy women produce. If they're not happy, they're not going to perform, and we need someone that's going to perform. And women don't perform regardless. That's why we are the stronger men, the stronger being.
I
because
know
we're gonna
bum niggas.
perform regardless.
I know bum dudes that can give a girl some good dick to make her happy though.
Okay, so be a real nigga that gives her good dick and makes her happy, but pays the bills as well. Gives
No,
her-
wait, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. See, you adding on bills now. I didn't say that.
I'm
I
saying-
just said a bum dude. That means he ain't paying no bills.
Playing that PlayStation 5 though.
Say it
He
again.
also ain't getting married. He also is not getting married.
So I don't
That
think
wasn't on
happiness
his
really
plan.
matters.
All right, let me, so
smoking roaches out of the ashtrays and shit.
let me
You know,
get back to
say
the
it
question.
again.
So,
Bum nigga.
with,
Nah, go ahead.
in regards to the discipline and especially with religion, right?
Talk to me.
If I'm the man that I say I am,
Uh-huh.
even if we get divorced, me
Yeah.
personally, my son's staying with me.
So
I'm gonna say that again. My son's staying with me.
I like that.
My daughter's staying with me. So
Yeah.
we're not even gonna have to have this conversation. We're not gonna have to go through who's gonna discipline. You wanna leave me, cool. You're not taking my kids because I feel I'm the better parent. A. B. Go live your life. Go find you that man. Go find you that woman. Whoever it's gonna be. Whatever it is you wanna go. You wanna go travel. Go travel.
black. By the way, black men are reportedly to be the best fathers,
We are. We are not only black.
I just
men,
wanna
but
throw that
men
out
in
there.
general, I believe men are the better parents.
and that's it.
Because
That's
we're better in our judgment. Women are better nurturers and they do a lot better than men. But when it comes to split decision making, that's what it takes at a certain age for kids. And men are better in that realm.
logic and wisdom.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Women are they're great, necessary. Just throw
No,
that
we're
out
not
there.
saying they're dumb or anything like that.
Necessary.
They're just more emotional. No offense, women, but
And especially when
but
raising a son, the father is very, very necessary. So in that regard, my son's gonna be staying with me. So I can't even really answer that
Yeah,
question.
why
like
would
that.
he be staying with the mom anyway? It's
Yeah.
my son.
You a bum.
all right. Well, look. Well, check this out, right? You know, I'll let y'all answer. So me, I'm actually in that type of situation. I'm not going, speak on it too much, but I will say this though. I'm not trying to push I try not to push my beliefs or none of that onto the child at all. What I try to do is to allow her to lay down what I can do, what I can't do. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I don't want to be getting into no beef with no discipline. You know what I'm saying? But
That's real nigga shit though.
the thing is this though, I really don't condone a man being with a woman with children. I've already said because of situations like this. You dig what I'm saying? Because it can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But me, I just try to be a good influence, try to be a mentor more than somebody that's trying to take control or dictate what he can and can't do. You know what I'm saying? I try to just, vibe off of what she wants. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, because what kind of man would you anyway to force any type of religion on a child? You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Right.
if anything,
Well,
you
it's
gotta
not really
make-
forced. So think of it like this. My mom on Sundays, her rule is it don't matter how old you were when you lived in her house. On Sundays at 12 o'clock, we go to church, or 10 o'clock, we go to
Yeah.
church. So
Yeah.
if you're not going to church, you're getting out the house. I need your house key. You'll get it back when I get back from church. Go do what you want.
That's
But Go
force.
ahead. That's not.
enforcing me to
His
do-
mom a
Listen,
goon,
it's
by the
not-
way. His
but-
mom don't play that.
She
But
is
you
a goon,
force it.
but it's
You
not
force
really.
it.
It's not a force if that's her house and you're her child. No matter the age, after 18, if you don't like it, get out, right? But she's not making you get out. My mom wasn't like that. I'm not gonna make you get out.
Yeah, but you're gonna punish me
in
by
my
taking
house,
the key
we don't
and
smoke,
I gotta get out.
We don't cuss. We don't watch
Yeah.
South Park. We don't watch
No,
Family
no,
Guy.
no,
And
no,
we
let
go
me
to
ask
church
you.
on Sundays.
Now let me ask you real quick. And we're gonna make this real quick because I'm gonna get to the next question. But this is a quick question. Could you be a stepfather yourself?
No.
I can.
Being the product of a stepchild, I see I could. I'm not, but I.
But
I
would
don't
you-
see it.
Yeah, I can
So
do anything.
wait a
I
minute.
can
So
do
wait,
anything,
hold on, D.
but I
So
wouldn't.
Hood, you said earlier, my good brother,
Yeah.
that you wouldn't be like none of that dope. You know what I'm saying? But now that you on the other side, how would you feel if a man came to you with the same approach that you came to
Cause
that guy with?
I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't off that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. If that's that man's child, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't off that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, word up. Like, I'm gonna step back if you want to. I'm gonna step back. You do what you do. Now,
Right.
if you want to be a bum nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I'm married to shorty, whatever the case may be. Then I'm going to step in. You know what I
Right,
mean?
and do what you gotta
And
do.
yeah, and I'm gonna whoop your little boy ass if he get out of control. You know what
You
I'm
go.
saying?
You say you go what?
Whoop his ass if he get out of control.
But the kid's safe if you a good father. You heard? If you a good dad, your kids are not
Yo.
getting beat.
But I'm a good stepdad. You know what I'm talking about?
Yo.
I'm not with it.
Okay.
Never.
All right.
Not that I want to be.
I feel like anybody under my umbrella, you good. That's why I think I wouldn't mind being a
So do it come down to you loving the kids? Let's just keep it real.
What I said again.
Do it come down to you loving the kids? Like, do you just love the kids, regardless if you stepfather or just a dude just looking out for kids? Like,
I think it's me more of a person. Like, if you are in my circle, it's the umbrella.
Right,
You
right,
are
right.
good Regardless.
Okay.
Like, I'll work something out to you that's beneficial.
Yeah.
Wherever you the homie, wherever you my lady's young boy or daughter or whatever. Like, I can't be up and then people around me down. To me, that you look stupid because it's like you got the means.
Big J.
You got means to help somebody and you're choosing not to. It's not that you can't help them.
Yeah.
You're choosing not to help them. And
Okay.
to me, if they in your umbrella and you choosing that, you selfish. And I mean, that's showing your character. I know all of this stuff is tangible and it can come and it can go. So if I can bless somebody, I'm gonna do it because that blessing gonna come back on me.
So he'd be
Okay.
a stepfather.
A stepdaddy of the year.
all right.
Damn.
So
Damn, let me see.
let's get to the next question. But I like that. That was a good segment. I think people get a lot out of that one. So here we go. Whoever want to go, just kick it off. What's more beneficial, to a child, having both biological parents or mother and stepfather?
Biological, for sure.
Why though? Like, I want the people to understand the dynamics of why.
So the first thing is just your family core and values, right? So the main things throughout everything that sticks with a child, like he just gave an example of that. It's something you're taught when you're young. His stepdad told him, you don't want the outside of your house looking bummy and trashy, because then people won't think you're bummy and trashy, and then you might get treated like that. It's little lessons like that.
I just want to let y'all know this nigga got 2 L's in his hand right now and just so casual with it right now. My bad, continue. I don't smoke, so this shit look real crazy to me right now.
Now, granted, that lesson that he got that stuck with him all these years came from a stepfather. But when you see that more traditional, one woman, one one man household, they're married, they have their kids, and they stay together and they build something, it's a lot stronger. Whereas when you bring in either a stepmother or a stepfather, you have to almost start over. Almost start over where you have to build, like we started off with, that respect. Like, hey, this is Leanne. she's gonna be your new stepmother. For 6 months, I'm gonna call her Leanne, and then 6 years later, she's mom, and then we have a moment where you don't have to deal with any of that with your biological mom and dad. It's just, it's not saying it's a detriment at all. I just know for a fact. I don't know the stats. But they're gonna give us the stats. I promise you. We gonna get them later. But my stats, my
You
niggas.
know I got it.
Word up.
Yeah.
My nigga stats. They telling me that I'm gonna have to go with the biological mother and father.
Okay. What you got from anybody?
Yeah,
Hood? What you think?
it's just-
What's more beneficial to
yeah.
the child?
I think the
Both
biological-
parents?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Like, and not saying that step parents can't rock it off to that level too, but it's cool. You just have both of your parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. It's regular. It's natural shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just feels right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Here we go.
Oh, okay,
again.
D.
Here we
Say no.
go.
Oh, yeah. It's always D, dog. Every time,
No,
dog.
so
But it's
I'm
all
gonna-
good.
I'm gonna say this, right? So I'll say I'm with y'all.
Yeah.
However, if the parents together are toxic, I would rather see them split and find a better fit. I've seen it in person where two parents trying to make it work, however, they are toxic as fuck together.
Yeah.
Everybody on both sides of their family agreed that this is just not good for y'all. It's not good for y'all.
Mhm.
It's not good for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
We love seeing y'all together as a family unit. However, you two motherfuckers need therapy. So, you could be friends, you can be cordial, but man, woman, girlfriend, wife, that's not y'all. Y'all can just be homies who co-parent, and that's good. Now, that's what I'm saying. So, in a traditional fashion, I personally believe that kids should be with both parents. My household consists of both of us, our kids. There's no other kids in this house that don't belong to me or their mom. However, if me and their mom become toxic, one of us gotta go. You know, and by all means, if whoever you choose to bring to your house, just make sure that person's an upstanding person. If they
Right,
not,
right,
I'm gonna
right.
check you in, I'm gonna check that person.
Right.
And when I come with my shorty, I'm pretty sure you're gonna do the same thing. I ain't gonna care. But, you know, like it should be received in the same fashion, you know, because these
Right.
are people, kids you dealing with, right?
Exactly.
You would expect the mother of your child to have some comments to you if you bring a shady woman and you just can't see past her having a big ass.
Yeah.
You know, and she
Nah,
like,
for
yeah,
real.
you can have fun with her, but she ain't it. Like, you ain't gonna have her around my daughters. You know, so and we gotta take that with, you know, take it with some consideration. So I'm a little on both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I believe it all.
It's
can work.
family
Yeah.
first. If the family is
As long as
toxic,
they both there.
Yeah.
As long as they both there. Yeah.
yeah, if the family toxic, by all means, cut that shit short.
Yeah. And me, like I said, I pretty much agree with all y'all. Y'all pretty much hit all the points. Like, I believe both biological parents is naturally, you know what I mean, better. But I'm not against stepfathers, but again, we all know it's better just for the black community. Just period. You know what I'm saying?
I have a
So,
question real quick for you.
yeah, talk to me.
Do you think it's the same when we reverse it? What if it's a man with kids seeking out a woman, which is usually the case? in
So here's the thing, right? All right, here's the thing, right? So we all know that men are what? Providers, right? Providers and protectors. And women, you know.
Stop you there. Some of us men are providers and protectors.
Okay, all right.
Stop giving everybody and their mom
Yeah.
credit for shit they don't.
Yeah.
I know a lot of niggas not doing what they need
The
to
men
do.
here
Right,
are protectors
right.
and providers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
All right.
like-
I feel you, dog.
I'm
So
sorry.
some,
There you go.
not all, you know what I mean? But the point that I'm making is this, though. So if you're not providing as a man, how can you expect a woman to come in to provide? So what you expect is what? For her to help nurture your kids for you. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say, for example, you at work. You know what I'm saying? You're providing, you're paying the bills and all that. You know, I don't know. Some men prefer their woman to stay home. You know, I don't know. But let's just say she is staying home, just so she can, you know, watch the kids or whatever the case may be for you, so that you can, you know, provide and do whatever you need to do. You dig what I'm saying? So as long as a woman's playing a woman's role,
I like this guy.
I per se won't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? And me dealing with that type of situation, I would tell a woman this: If you have a child and you're not with your baby dad, you as the woman have to do best as you can to try to get that child, to get that man respect, like you were talking about earlier, so that it won't be no conflict within the household, jealousy or whatnot. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's very important, and I think that falls on a woman.
I think it's easier as a man with kids to try to get a woman than it is than a woman with kids to try to get a man. That's
Word.
kind of what I was getting at with the question. Like, which one do you think? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that one's easier or harder? I think with a man, it's a lot.
Make sure you speak it to the mic.
It's a lot easier. Like if you're trying to get a woman and she doesn't have kids, but you have 2 kids, I think men, I'm not gonna say held to the same standard, even though kind of that's what it is. And I kind of agree with it. I think it's a lot harder. Women are held to a different standard.
Of
with
course.
multiple partners that didn't.
Of course, because you gotta think about it. Women are born with values. Men, we have to earn ours. We have to earn our value,
Yes.
meaning by working to build up, our kingdom, our castle. We got to build up our castle so that then we can go find the proper woman to then move into the castle and then, go on from there.
Especially if you ugly.
Word. So let's get into the next
I don't
question.
have these problems.
Oh,
These are foreign to me.
so let's get into the next question, fellas. Is there any benefit in being a stepfather?
I got something I got one. It's gonna be fucked up. That's full disclaimer. It's gonna be fucked up. But you can walk away if that shit don't work. Scotch free.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's real.
But do you take a loss?
No.
Financially, no.
How don't you? If you paying bills, let's say she say, "Oh, I need. I'm sure on buying diapers or
Yeah,
wipes."
you could leave.
Yeah, I mean you could leave. Of
Why the
course.
fuck am I still paying for shit in the house if you said I'm out?
Yeah, but what about all the stuff that happened beforehand?
I mean, you charge that to the game, nigga. That's the
Yeah,
cost
that's
of
gone.
playing.
Yeah, that's gone.
Man, they diapers, B.
Yeah, nigga,
Like,
that's-
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's the cost of
man, they
playing.
diapers,
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? You
It's
played a
a lot
role.
easier. It's a
Formula,
lot
nigga,
easier
you
as
know
a
what I'm
step.
saying?
Yeah, you
That
played a
crazy.
role, my
Yeah.
nigga. Once that role is done, nigga, scene, done, finished.
So you
Yo,
think?
and-
So you
and-
think being able to leave is a benefit?
Not exactly. I wouldn't say a benefit, but let's just say you have, for the sake of argument, you have a mom who's a good mom, you have a stepdad who's a good stepdad, but you have the dad who's kind of on the fence of being a bum,
I got
the
one.
real biological. You feel me? Like he calls and he brings presents on Christmas, but that's like he's one of them. That's literally all he does. He
I
doesn't
call them
provide.
niggas part-time dads.
Them super part-time dads, like 28 hours a week.
Nigga, you a seasonal worker.
You feel what I'm saying? So
He's a seasonal
in that
employee.
regard,
Amazon
as a
nigga.
stepdad, you're losing. You know why? Because that nigga's low key being able to stay in bumdom because he knows in the back of his mind not only is that woman doing everything she can, so is that what he would think a scent. Not all stepdads are scents. I don't think that
I
at all.
don't know where
But
Bundum is, but a lot of you broke niggas live there.
I swear to God, the land of bundom. That nigga is thinking like, yo, I got a woman.
Y'all boosting my shit.
I got
Bundum.
word up. He got a nigga and a woman that is taking care of them kids, so he know they straight, so he don't have to do too much. He gonna make just enough to make his little rent, enough to get his weed and his drink, enough to do what he has to do and get Christmas
Yeah,
presents.
because Shorty, what
You
she
feel me?
bringing in
so
all the day.
that all is a detriment to the stepdad. So when I say benefit to leaving, well, yeah, as a father, biological father, when you leave, you're held to a higher standard than the stepdad. You came into this. You this was here. You didn't lay down to make this. You came here. So if you were to leave, it was just like when bro left. We've been here. You feel what I'm saying? He's allowed to do that. It's not really a benefit, but it's something that comes with it. You're not held
Yeah,
to the same
because
standard.
you're not there for the baby. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
there for her.
Her. So
Bro laid
therefore,
down with
yeah,
the
you
baby.
want to clap cheeks. So
That's what it is, like-
listen, baby, here. You
You
hear
didn't
me?
come
Like,
and say,
know what I
"Yo,
mean?
I
Yeah,
got kids." It's like, yo, I accept that you have kids.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Izzy sleep, I got some
Yeah.
gummy bears.
Yo.
Word up.
Yo,
Nah, so
funny.
look, real talk though. So is it a benefit of being a stepdad? I mean, yes, it's something like, all right, look at it like this. Some men can't have kids, right? So
Okay.
that's like the next best thing outside of adoption,
Okay.
right? You inherit a kid, especially if you get him at a young age.
Yes.
It's easier to kind of like mold him to be your little mini-me. If the young boy's son is if the young boy dad is a deadbeat, that's even better because you just inherited a son. Like his dad's MIA, and that's cool.
And if you're a good stepdad, you get kudos of their
Yeah,
mind.
you know, like I know some amazing stepdads out there.
I
Shout out
don't
to
know
my
though,
brother,
man.
Shout out
So
to
what?
my stepdad. You
Shout
know,
out
But
to
I'm
them.
saying though, listen though, I'm gonna keep it real, and that's cool, and I appreciate that. But let's just keep it real. You ever hear NBA, NFL, or entertainment talking about so? Shout out to my stepdad, baby. Yeah, I made it.
but how often do we hear them say shout outs to my dad though?
Because you're right, but check this out though, right? Let's
We
just keep
never
it
gonna
real.
take the place of the mom, bro. Like, mothers are key. No matter what we do as
Yeah.
fathers,
Because the mom
like
could just
mom is key. They're the
manipulate
nurture. We the ones to make sure you got your head on straight and you don't get locked up. But the mom,
I
that's
don't
it,
know,
bro.
man, because I got this motto, right? Hold on, real quick.
Mom is replaced.
Mothers more easily
I don't
replaced.
agree.
Hold
with
on,
that.
wait,
I can't
real
go with that
quick.
neither,
I got
dude.
this motto
I can't go with that.
fathers keep sons out of jails and daughters off of strip poles. How y'all feel about
I
that?
agree. Women,
How you feel about
women
that?
are not that effective at raising kids by themselves. Men are more effective.
How you feel about that statement I just made?
What,
I said fathers keep
Yeah.
sons out of jail and women off of daughters off of stripper poles.
Mothers, make sure your feelings are
that's
met
fucked up,
and
man.
your feelings are heard.
How?
I ain't taking that title. Like,
I'm taking
father keep it.
Fathers keep
I'm
their
doing
sons
more than-
out of jail
I see where
and
you
keep
go
their
with
daughters
it.
off of
Yeah,
stripper
I'm doing
poles.
more than that.
Have
I
you
don't
ever-
even want my daughter
have
on the
you-
sidewalk. Fucking
You
stripper
feel what I'm
pole.
saying?
Yeah,
As a
man.
father, have you ever
No,
thought
I
like,
mean
yo,
that's just a general statement.
but I
I'm
get
just
what you're
saying. You get the
Yeah.
point that I'm
Yeah, I get
making
what you're
is,
saying. I
you
get what
know,
you're saying, though.
I've
Yeah.
heard men say they have literally, for a lack of better terms, preyed on women that didn't have fathers. It's a lot easier.
because they're easy to manipulate. But whatever.
That's
Huh?
crazy.
Did I say that on the last episode?
Yeah, you did. That you was low key looking for women like, yo.
I
if she
wasn't
don't got-
looking for him, but if I stumbled
Yo.
across
Cause it's a lot
someone-
easier to make mom
So,
like me.
alright,
It's a lot.
That's crazy.
No,
That's crazy. You even remember that?
If dad there, even if stepdad's there, I know I gotta tread lightly. I'm walking on eggshells around there because bro know the game. He peep. He know what's up. But
Yeah.
if it's stepdad, it's a lot easier. Going back to the respect thing,
Yeah.
if it's stepdad, it's a lot easier because if the kids, especially if the woman, but you don't really know, they don't show their problems a lot to the kids, right? But if the kids don't respect the stepdad, I know I'm in there, right? It's free range. I can knock on the door. I'm here for Alicia.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Tell her
Right
come
there,
outside.
right. Nigga,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't fuck with me, nigga.
Now imagine if it's a single mother.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. Imagine if it's a single dad, though. If it's a single dad, he barely want to try it. Like, this the only parent home? I can't wait till your mom get home? Oh, nah. Yeah, nah. I think dads keep sons out of jail and daughters off of stripper poles.
I agree with that. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think that a father's role does play a part. However, I do know some girls that had active fathers and are total sluts. So it's that one is I'm a little on the fence.
Yeah,
But see, it comes down for me. It comes down to if the father's actually in their lives. So if the
Yeah,
father's
Be
in
a
their
good
lives,
dad.
their goal is to prevent that from happening. Now, if they just semi in and out,
I know some
then
chicks
of
that
course,
actually-
then obviously they're gonna fall into stuff. Now we gotta give the general fact that they may be influenced by what's going on in the world and things that's going on around them. Because
How dare you blame this on sexy red?
no, I
How
mean
dare you do that?
that's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, you know.
You
that
know what I
does
do?
factor
This
in.
is what I know. I'm saying. I
But
say
if
this,
you're a
like, I
smart father and
understand
you're
what
in tune with your
saying,
daughter, you know what I'm saying, or and your son, the likelihood of
But
that
my thing is this though.
that it won't happen.
Hey,
Because I can give you the statistics of single mothers and the failures of what would happen to that child.
Let him cook.
Yeah, but look.
So,
you get though, right?
I mean, if you want to hear the numbers, I can.
Nah, I don't. I know. I mean, I feel
And I
you
can
though.
give
But
you the
you
link to
saying,
look it, and I can
you
also
saying-
give y'all the link to look it up too.
You saying that
Talk
you
heavy.
want your model is, you know what I'm saying, for the dad to keep his son.
Fathers, just in general, that's not everything.
I-
That just
I
plays
don't
a
know-
factor.
I don't. My son, bro.
'Cause
I
you don't want your sons to go to jail.
Though, I don't think my. I don't want my son getting the bitch pregnant. That's my thing.
Okay.
I ain't going to jail. I ain't. Cause my son ain't. I don't,
There's nothing wrong with
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
There's-
I don't want him to get. Don't come. I don't want. Don't get no girl pregnant, B. Please, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know me, like, because I know you ain't doing.
Wait,
things
so you don't
that
want your
send you to
bloodline to
jail.
live on,
You know
brother?
what I'm saying? Because I raised my boy. Like, I know you ain't doing no shit that to send you to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because I've
Okay.
been there. I've been
That's
there.
his point, though.
But
That's
you
his
getting to my
point.
point.
That's his
Your
point.
your
Fathers keep
influence.
sons
You have
out of
an
jail.
influence.
You don't have to
You have
be
an
an
influence.
It's just
No.
how you move.
No, you just have an influence.
Yeah.
But I don't be like, hey son, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, don't do this, man. You're going to go to jail.
Oh, yeah, that's not what he's saying. He's saying exactly what you're saying. Just
Right.
you being you around the home, you being you in his life is exactly what's going to keep him out of jail.
Because
he
he's going
sees
to watch what you do. He's going to follow
He
behind what
sees
you
exactly
do.
what you do, how you bust your ass to get your bread.
Exactly.
So why is the model, if he sees what I do, why is the model is
Because it's a
fathers
fact.
keep him out of jail?
Because
Because it's
that's
a
the
fact.
goal.
See what
The
I can
goal
see.
is not this. You don't want to see your
Yo,
child
my
in
shit-
any
my
worse
goal is
position.
my
Like you
baby-
said,
my-
you
I
don't
don't
want
want
us
my
to have
boy
your
pregnant.
son come home with just any old. You know what I'm
My
saying?
shit ain't going to
That all falls under the banner of what I'm trying to get at, bro.
Yeah, I get
That's
you.
all I'm saying.
Like I said before I start my, you know what I mean? It's
I feel you, though.
Like we all got our opinion.
Yeah.
Mine is not. I
Yeah.
tell
No, it's
my son,
okay.
Please
Yeah.
use them rubbers, bro.
Right.
And bring your own.
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Bring your own. That's it. I know you ain't doing no dumb shit that's gonna send you to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's all we want. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I got a segue question.
Go ahead, talk to me.
What do you do when your young boys start asking mad sex questions and they like 13? I only ask that because
Man, that's a good question.
you know, like I got a young boy. He's of age, but me personally, when I was his age, I was already clapping cheeks already. For me, I want to tell him, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, stay on a good path. Don't worry about that. Focus on your grades. But is that hypocritical because I was clapping cheeks, or do I say no? Focus on school, not them girls. Sound like the dad from House Party and shit.
Yeah, two things can be true, though.
No, but me, let me just get out real quick before y'all go. Me, I would tell him, son, if he, because we don't, they're going to make their own choices. We know that. So we would love to know that they like girls. Let's just start right there. But number two is, son, you gotta have balance. You gotta make sure the focus is the focus. So the grind is the grind. Don't let that woman, even if you are, stir you away from the grind. Because, for example, as us men now, we all have women, you know, and us just having women doesn't mean that we're going to stop grinding, right? So you have to teach him, now listen, son, just because you have it and it's there doesn't mean that you just veer off and just forget about what's important. Because if you don't do what's important, you're going to lose that. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you don't become what you supposed to, that what you sitting home and not dwelling on about is going to leave. Then what? So now how you go about explaining that, I don't know. But
By also making the point that when all that leaves, guess what's still gonna be there? Pussy. It's still gonna be there. So why?
no, that's always going to be there.
That's my
But it's
point.
not
So-
going to be there if you want some what? You're not going to get the
Bum
pussy
dumb
you want.
shit.
Because we all know it's levels to pussy, bro. We not just, now some niggas just hit anything, but I have standards, brother. You understand what I'm saying?
It's definitely quality.
And because I
over
built
quantity.
myself up to a certain level, I feel like I deserve a certain type of woman.
Preach.
You dig what I'm saying? So you would want your child to have the same mentality. Put work before a pussy, but understand that no work, no pussy.
Yeah. No good pussy. At
What the
least, right?
nigga say on House Party 3? See, it ain't gonna be no romance if it ain't no fine.
Nah, real talk.
I've
I mean,
never
think
seen
about it. It's like it sounds like we talking about tricking for real. But you know, but we don't want to look at it that way.
By the way, I just want to say I've never met a whore with a good father.
You funny as hell.
This nigga's ridiculous.
So let's get to the last question so we can wrap this up. So what advice would you give to a father who's not with their BM but who has a, you know, a boyfriend or husband?
Don't draw. I can say, don't draw on her situation if you ain't gonna make the situation better for you and your kid.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you answer that one.
Yeah, don't draw on the situation. If you're gonna be there for your kid, then do just that. Be there for your kid. You don't go over there trying to say that she used to be my girl. This ain't the fucking OJs or the Temptations, whoever sung that song. You know, don't be that guy. Play your part, raise your kid, take care of your responsibility, and go on about yourself, man. Like, life's too short to be chasing over old work.
Right, I understand that. What
That's
you got
that's
from?
my thoughts on it.
Advice.
Yeah, what advice would you give to a father who's not with their baby mom but who has a boyfriend or a husband?
Okay, so I'm a professional, so I'm gonna assume this is a good father and a good man.
Yeah, everybody's
Maybe-
good.
Maybe she made a mistake or he made a mistake, but regardless, you're a good man and you're a good father. she has a boyfriend or a husband now, my advice to you is to mind your business, but stay in their business. You gotta make sure you ain't tripping like Deron said. Don't be tripping.
I heard what he
mind
said.
your
Let's let him
business,
finish, though.
But stay in their business. Listen, his business is the
Yo.
kids, right? But by default, both of them, their business is also the kids. So every man, like you said, everybody under your umbrella is straight regardless. If she's messing with, like he said, everybody's good. So let's just say that his baby mom is messing with another man that is also a good man and a good father. That means everyone under his umbrella is straight. But you have to be in their business to come to that conclusion. So that's what I mean when I say be in their business. That's as far as it goes. When it goes to their relationship, how he treats that woman, what he says to that woman, what he does with that woman, that's none of your business. Mind your business, but stay in their business. Because how they treat that kid, the decisions they make for the kid that you've had with her, if everybody's good, it's all good. But you still have to come to that conclusion by doing some research, by being in their business. So mind your business, but stay in their business just a little bit.
I'm definitely fucking using that.
Just a little bit.
You know, that made a lot of sense. That
You had
did.
to
And
stay
honestly,
with me. You had to stay with me.
even though I don't have kids, I will probably be on the same type. Yeah, I feel you, brother.
I got a question I'm gonna ask after everybody because this is
Nah, Hood's the last one. You got anything to say about that, Hood? You good, brother? You sure? All right. Well, okay.
Hey,
Hood,
mind-
we
just
don't
mind your
answer it. I mean,
business.
we can't make them answer.
Mind your business and mind your business. That's it. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
Okay, that's something.
I got one for y'all.
Okay.
Right? I never been in this situation because my baby mom is my wife.
Yeah.
But what I will ask
Uh huh.
for everybody out there and people in this room, how do you handle your girl's boyfriend? I'm sorry, your baby mom's boyfriend or husband beating on your baby mom? Not your child, but your baby mom in general.
Woo, that's a touchy
Can I
one.
go first?
Go ahead, brother. Do your thing.
Can I go first? First of all, I'm petty. Just throw that out there. So, if you leave me, not if I leave you. If you leave me, you lose all rights. I provide for my children, and that is it. If you getting beat up, you lose the right to these hands. I got them bitches, but you not getting none of them. I play with toys, but them toys don't play. You don't get to play with my toys no more. If you decided to, if I messed up, bro, a man putting his hands on you as the mother of my kids, I'm gonna put hands on him. He gotta go, but you better not make this mistake again, because then again, the toys don't work for you, my hands don't work for you, none of that. You can't make the same mistake twice. But the first time around, if it's happening, if I fucked up, I cheated, I was being abusive, I started getting lazy, I got off my game. You know what? I gotta take that L. She left for better, but it didn't turn out to be better.
You.
The grass wasn't greener on the other side.
That's
Yeah.
the 80-20 rule. So I gotta beat bull up. But if you leave me because you thought the grass was greener, and I know I was doing everything, in my heart of hearts, we as men know we doing everything right. Women usually ain't gonna leave. But if she decides to leave, and I was doing everything to the best of my, bro, you getting beat up, bro. You better take some lessons.
Yeah,
Do
my
something.
thing on that is, bro, like, if I don't put my hands on her, ain't nobody gonna put their hands on her. You dig me?
Word to mother.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
how it goes.
Rest of all time?
Yeah, I don't, and ain't no, know me because, listen, my son there, you dig me? So
Right.
this nigga, it ain't happening. You know what
Right.
I mean,
I'm
my
assuming
son,
my son at my house.
right. But
Exactly.
my son seeing you putting hands on, you know what I mean, his mother, you know what I'm saying? It ain't happening. I'm beating the shit out of that nigga.
Yeah.
Word
Right.
up. And he gotta go.
Now me, yeah, I feel you. Now me, you know, I probably would do the same thing Hood would do, but I would try to talk to this man. I might yoke him up a little bit, scare him a little bit at first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm beating
But
the
if
shit
he
out
do
of
it again,
What they Chappelle said, pepper him up.
if he do it again, yeah, he out of there.
Yeah, I'm beating the shit.
And then I'm definitely having a conversation with my, you know, rather if it's a daughter or a son, to get more details of what's going on, to see how serious it is, because that really matters. You know what I'm saying?
Did he hit you? That's not that.
Because if he's that abusive, it's only a matter of time. And
Be
listen,
that, bro.
and it's only a matter of time it's gonna come to the child. You know what I'm saying?
I got another question for you.
Cook.
You're a stepdad. Long before you find out your stepdaughter is a little whore, what's your take on it? No. What do you do, and what's your take on
You want me to go first? I'll go first. All right. So If I'm a stepfather and I found out my stepdaughter was a whore, my thing would be this. One, I would try to have a conversation with her and try to get her into a situation where I can change her environment. That's what I would try to do. Change her environment. It's best of me now. Again, like I've been saying, they're going to make their own choice. You can't force nobody to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But me, because I know the mother's going to come to me for help. So I probably would try to put her in an environment to try to change her outlook on life. But if that don't work, then I mean, how much more can I do? Because to me, it's all about the environment you in and the people that's around you.
I got two parts to this. So the first part is contingent on the impact and the involvement of the father of the kids, right? So if it's a very involved father, my first instinct would be, I gotta go tell him because she's going to the dark
but here's
side.
the question: if he doesn't have no,
Sorry to break it to you, dog.
He's in
Your daughter is a whore. How you think that conversation gonna go?
It can go how I gotta go.
That's
what
rough.
if the father doesn't have any
Let's say it's the
influence?
4 men in here. Let's say it's the 4 men in here. If I'm the stepdad and I come to you, if it's a man like you, I'm gonna expect him, if he's a man like me, to be like, hey yo, how we gonna rectify this? You around her more. Let's figure out.
Let's say he's not in the picture.
Oh, okay.
Then what?
Then I'm leaving. that was my second part. Word up. If I go into a situation, the dad's a bum.
snap.
That means the primary influence of this daughter is the mother. It's very telling how the kids act to the character and to what the mother is teaching. So if the daughter's a whore, thank you for the flag.
So you don't think the
Mom's a
stepfather
whore.
bears no responsibility if he was supposed to have been an influence in her life, raising her too?
All right. So now we're saying I've been here.
I mean, I know. Now, if you came into the situation, I understand. But what if you?
If I've been here and she turns out to be a whore?
Yeah. Then what?
Once again, I'm gonna go in the room, shut the door, lock it, and figure out where the fuck I went wrong. I thought we kept him off of stripper poles. Like, it's my fault.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Right.
It's my
Talk
fault.
heavy.
Damn. Why am I? Yeah. What did I do?
Oh shit, Hood, what you think, B?
We gonna figure it out.
So Deron said, what if you was a stepfather, right? And your stepdaughter was a whore. What would you do to try to rectify the situation?
And my stepdaughter was a whore.
Right.
15.
15?
Damn, coach.
Yeah, I can't.
Thank you, because I was so worried what his answer was gonna be.
What you do? I
No.
know, man. When you say stepdaughter and all that shit,
All right.
I already
Yeah,
know. I
baby
ain't
mom,
gonna-
your girlfriend come to you like, yo, babe,
Yeah, I already
my
know.
my
She
daughter's
ain't
out
no-
here
she
doing,
fucking 18
and I'm
years
scared that
old.
she gonna
That's
get
her
pregnant.
business.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I'm
That's my
saying?
answer, too.
So I already know you talking about a minor. You dig me? But man, I don't know what I would do, bro. Like word up. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Woo,
like,
that's
I
a-
wanted like, but the dad. You said the dad is not in the.
If he is
He
or if he
bumping.
not,
That
how
nigga
would you
is.
up? If he is, then what?
Bro, I would probably. I'll be like, look, I probably come to homie like, listen, man, like your daughter, I can't control her. Bro.
Yeah, dudes coming in the house,
Like,
sneaking
yo,
in and out of
she's
the house.
sneaking- Yeah, you know what I'm saying, on some shit like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? But if he's not, and you know what I mean, then yeah, yeah, you're going.
How do you say to a man your daughter for the streets?
I ain't saying for the street. That's why you can't come like that too. You can't come
Okay,
to
so
a
that's
man
what
like that.
I'm trying
Yo.
That's why I say
Alright, so
I
you the
have
OG.
no
That's how he said it,
control.
though.
I have no.
That's how he
If that
said
nigga
it.
don't get what the fuck I'm saying, when I say I have no control of your daughter, B.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's out here, men, and creeping in my house middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? You know
That's
what
your
that-
wisdom right there. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't even know if
yeah.
I can articulate not say that you're doing.
I'm
I
not
need
gonna
you to
go and say,
fully
yo,
under.
your daughter, man, I mean, she's sucking a lot of dick out of this motherfucker.
Bro, I need you to
Yo.
fully understand what I'm telling you.
She
Your
15,
daughter
dude.
is a slut. Like,
Yeah.
this is
I
our
wanna-
problem
I
now,
wanna
but you
address
need
it
to
like
understand
that.
keywords. Daughter, slut, it's together.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm about to show my age.
Thought, however you want to put
Word
it.
up, word up. I'm about to show my age a little bit because I'm not gonna lie. If I'm on the outside looking in, which
Yeah.
means I'm the man that messed up or she messed up, whatever, but she left and she got a man.
Uh-huh.
I'm still very active, like you said, super duper active. I'm involved, I'm around. And then this man comes to me and tells me, yo, your daughter's sneaking niggas in and out the crib.
Uh-huh.
She's out here wilding. We gotta figure something out. I'm gonna wanna fight. Because what the fuck are you doing? What the What is he doing? How is she sneaking men in and out the crib
But
if
said-
you doing your job?
Yeah, but look, but you super active, so you can't say what is you doing. What is you doing, nigga?
Yeah, that's what
They
I'm
not
saying.
sneaking in and
Do
out of
you
my
not
crib.
have-
They not
Super
sneaking.
active.
Hold
She
on,
not a
wait,
whore with me. She not a whore.
real quick. Let me ask you a question. I want to talk. Do you not bear any responsibility?
If he has to come to me and tell me my daughter's a hoe, that means I don't know. Because that means if I knew, I would already went to him. That means she's not a hoe around
Yeah, that
me.
means you're not super active, neither.
So
Yeah,
then
but
if I'm super
but,
active,
hold
and
on,
she
brother.
is,
But let me put you in a situation.
You a
What if you
member
and the
of
mom? What if
Bumble.
you and the girl? What if you and the baby mom are living together, and the girl you seen guys sticking in the crib, the baby mom, the girlfriend calling you like, "Yo, I just seen another guy in the crib when I got home from work, jumping out the window." Like, you don't think you bear any responsibility in having to say something to the daughter?
if they don't live with me,
Y'all live together. I'm putting you in a
and I'm the
scenario.
stepdad.
Yes, you're the stepdad. Y'all live together. You're paying the bills. You know.
Oh yeah, if they come in, and that's my point. That's why if I'm the other guy, I'm gonna want to fight. If I'm a great guy, if I'm a great father, I'm gonna want to fight because
How you gonna fight a girl?
I'm not
Nigga,
the
you
girl,
need
the
to up your
stepdad. I'm gonna
security
want to fight the
system, bruh.
stepdad.
No, you're the
Thank you.
stepdad. No, you're the
I
stepdad in this
understand,
situation.
and-
Let me clear it up. He's basically saying, how is this going on under your house? Do you have security system? Are you checking these little niggas when they upon post nut and trying to get the fuck out the crib?
Is there any type of discipline going on in this crib?
Yeah.
Is the way we're doing things not working? Why not? Why do we find out she's a whore now? There are signs that lead up to this. Are y'all hiding things from me? There's a problem here. I
Right.
promise you.
All right, pause.
Okay.
Now, devil advocate on his side. He's
Okay.
saying, regardless of all that, hold on, who's side on it? Dad's side?
No. So no, you're not on the dad's side. You're
That
actually
nigga talking
playing.
about
Oh, yeah, I'm the
So what
stepdad.
you
All right,
saying-
so
He said
now if I'm the
I'm hard.
stepdad, nigga, why don't you know what the fuck is going on with your daughter? A.
Right.
B, why don't you spend more time with your daughter so you can observe the young woman she has grown into be? That's 2. And 3, if I'm coming to you with this problem, we got a problem.
Right.
Don't make it be like you got a problem, because technically that's your daughter. She pop up pregnant, you and her mom will have to figure that out with him and his parents, not me. I'm kind of like the nigga that just kind of live there, where I'm there, but
Especially when you
realistically
super
I'm not
active,
there.
bro. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, you just can't blame the stepdad when you super active.
But
bro.
if he claiming to be super
You know what I
active,
mean?
I'm blaming him.
You can't. Now, if the dad's super active
No,
in
both.
there, you know what
Both.
I mean?
If
You
the
can't, bro.
stepdad claiming to
You
be
talking
super
like
active,
you the mom.
No, but if the kids live with the mom
Yeah.
and the dad, bro, man,
Stepdad.
the mom and
The
the stepdad,
stepdad,
I don't
yeah.
got no. I'm not. It's no conversation with no woman. I speak to men. And I'm gonna speak to that man. Yo, what are you doing? If you're providing, where's the protection? You're responsible for protection and provision.
That
So-
do
now,
kind of sound like a
big
sin when you think
now,
about the
but
dad
it's like a
standpoint.
setup
what
now.
is-
Now it's like
I get it now. We
Yeah.
both need to be having this
Now she's-
conversation.
now we're
You
not
can't
safe.
just put it all on me though, bro. Like I don't
Yeah.
fucking live there.
Yeah.
Like you
Right.
Thank you. That's my point. I don't live there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
she got niggas sneaking them out the crib. What are you doing?
Look, that's why I said, bro, like, yo, I'm come to you as a man and say, yo, bro, I have no control of your daughter. What can we do, bro? You know what I'm saying? That means I'm coming with, I need some help.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't coming on no bullshit because in all reality, that's your daughter. You know what I'm saying? That bitch want to be a whore, that's your daughter. You dig me? Like, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be a real G and, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no control over it, bro. You know what I mean? What can we do? And as a man, as a super active dad, bro, you know what I mean? We'll come together and figure out what to do, my nigga.
Word.
know
I
what
think
I'm
you
saying?
gotta leave, and me and that woman gotta get back together.
niggas ain't doing that.
Word.
Cook good, bro.
All right. So, is there any conclusion y'all want to get out there off this topic? Get out of here.
I'm gonna say this: stepdads need more credit if they actually doing what they need to do with stepparents. I
Yeah.
give them utmost respect to any man that step up and raise another man's kid when that man didn't want to. So that's my take on it. I ain't a stepdad, but I was raised by one. I had a bad stepdad and I had a good stepdad. You know, I had a stepmom. She was alright. You know what I'm saying? But I say all that to say, step parents who step up and actually do take care of the recently added child, you get the utmost respect from me. Keep doing what you're doing, and don't worry about that kid calling you dad or mom. If they love you, you'll see it. You don't need that title of their actual dad or mom. Love is love, you know. So that's my take on it, and pass off to y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I feel what you're saying. You know, it's like at what point do that stepdad title come off, right? Now, mind you, we married. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I've been in the baby line ever since he was 1 year old, whatever case. You know what I mean? So now this little nigga he's 17. Let's just say, you know what I'm saying? So, damn, I'm still considered a stepdad.
I mean, in some situations, me
Know what I
personally, I'm gonna
mean?
keep it a whole buck with you. I've called my stepfather dad, right? Would I ever say that around my biological father? More than likely not, just for all purposes, it'd probably be fucking confusing as shit. I'm saying dad, and both y'all niggas turn around. You know what I'm saying? However, because I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. At my stepfather's wedding, when he got remarried after divorcing, him and my mother got divorced, I hopped up on that stage and said, look, I'm such and such his son. I'm proud of him. I'm happy he found somebody to make him happy. You know, but I am his son. I let the whole place know. I don't know if the wife don't fuck with me or not for that right now, but I let it be known, like, yo, this was my pop. He raised me since I was 3 years old. I was under his umbrella from 3 to 4 or 16. So my dad was kind of not even really in the picture like that. I got more of my good ways from my stepdad than from my biological dad. So I feel like that title don't really mean shit if you know your impact.
So where his dad stand?
He my dad.
No, where his real dad stand? He said his dad say he wasn't gonna like what that word you used.
Bump.
Yeah, for me, in closing, I only got really one or two things to say. For real, to all the men out there, especially if you don't got no kids, you trying to be a high value man, doing everything you got to do. Do not, I repeat, do not choose with a conscious choice. Choose a woman with kids.
Good luck finding a woman that ain't got no kids. 2023.
You could do it, bro. You could do it. And second thing, to all the stepdads out there doing their thing, more power to you. Keep going. Y'all get recognized on Father's Day. We don't call it Stepfather's Day. If you a good dad doing your thing, you a dad on Father's Day.
That is some good shit. Stepdads don't get enough credit on Father's Day.
Nah, for real though. For real. So my closing would be this though.
Don't stop not letting my man cook. Did you say
He
something?
went first. He went first.
And Marty.
And then you went, and then he went.
Damn, I must have contact. My bad. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I was going back and forth and
You
everything.
cooked it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's nothing crazy. Look, man. If you got, like he said, if you ain't got no kids, bro, try to find a woman that doesn't have kids. Start your own family, because for women out there, you got to understand your womb is the most precious thing you can give to a man.
Preach.
Over money, material things, everything. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all need to understand your womb is everything. That's why women control sex and men we control
they
access to
understand,
relationships. You know what I'm saying? They do, but sometimes you got to remind these women of these things. But anyway, with that being said, though, like, stepfathers, man, shout out to y'all. Keep going strong. Don't just give up. You know what I mean? I know it's a bad deal, and you're really taking a risk on hoping that raising that child and putting all
Definitely
the
getting a 360 deal out of that shit.
the thing into that child. You hoping that it will work out with that woman, so that you can have some type of influence over that child. But just understand, if you do decide to do that, the risk that you're taking. That's all I would say. Like, is it smart? No. But understand the risk that you're taking, because not all single mothers are bad women. You know what I'm saying? They actually do just make a mistake on messing with picking the wrong man. And, everybody deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, 2-3 times, shame on you. You know how that go. But with all that being said, I appreciate y'all for being here. Please, please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. If you watch this video, I don't care if you watch for 5 seconds, 2 seconds, a minute, please like it. It helps me with the algorithm for this video to go out there for other people to listen to this platform. I need y'all. I need that HBO special. Help a brother out. I say it all the time. Please. And I appreciate y'all.
Hook my man up.
Hey, yo, butter.
You know what I'm
Hook
saying?
him up.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Salem City. Shout out New Jersey, period. Shout out
sir.
Richmond,
Shout out
Delaware,
Camden.
all my good people. You know what I'm saying? Any entrepreneurs out there, I don't care if you rap, you got a business going on, I don't care what it is. Get with me. I'll interview you. I'll help you, help me help you. You know what I'm saying? Help you get your stuff out there, help promote you. That's what I'm about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about talking about relationships and all that with me. If you got other things you want to talk about and you think we should dive into, then I'm here, man. I'm all open ears for everything. And I appreciate y'all, man. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I need that. And with that being said, peace.
We out.
Peace.
Word.